Namaste, my Venusians. Hi, my name is Case, and welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your March 2020 read. Hey Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you. Just make sure the camera's in the right wrinkle, so that we know who we're speaking of. Okay, I pre-shuffled all the cards to get the energy for March. Energy for March. Ethos. This is about your thesis, your rules, the rules that you live by. Something that you've set down in stone. It's like you've taken order of your life, and you've written down, you've sent out into the universe what you want your life to look like, whom you want in your life. You know, this is about your values. This is about your integrity. Intensification. So this is telling me that you have to be careful what you think and speak, because you are calling it into your life right now. This passion that you have building inside of you came from your ethos, from the rules that you set within yourself. And on the base of the deck, I told you, you have dedication. It seems as though, Capricorn, you have spent some time working on the new you. You've spent time balancing your emotions, working on your point. You're thinking more clearly. It seems as though you've even taken on a more spiritual side to your practice as well. You're understanding yourself more and how you fit into the world, and how you can bend the world to what you want. On the base of the deck, we have the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. This is telling me about you successfully achieving whatever it is that you have set out to achieve, Capricorns. You have put in a dedicated effort. Okay. Where you are right now, we have Virgo energy. Okay. In your outside influences, how people are seeing you, the High Priestess. In your emotional blocks, we have the Palace of Cups in reverse. In your finances, we have the Sun card in reverse. In your excuse me, expectations, we have the Devil. This is your element in reverse. I'm feeling to shuffle again. In your outcome, we have the Empress. Energy on the base of the deck is the King of Cups. This is speaking of your how you are feeling emotionally right now. This could also speak of a King of Cups coming into your life, because I have the Queen of Wands underneath, showing that you're looking good, You're confident. You are acting on plans that you have strategized and plotted out, and you're doing it well. You're balancing your emotions. This could also be a new coupling that you have coming towards you, because underneath that we have the Three of Wands. This is telling me that your ships are coming in. So whatever you set out to achieve, you're drawing it back in towards you. How you're feeling right now is Virgo energy. Where's my clarification box? It's Virgo energy. Okay. The Hermit tells me that you've had some kind of solitude where you've isolated yourself from certain situations and things. You have been feeling a little bit lonely. Okay, Capricorns. But this is due to some form of betrayal, dishonesty. But you're standing alone at this moment in time, and you're doing it well. You've understood how, you understand how to walk alone. And in that understanding of how to walk alone, you've built self-love. Because in your solitude, you went within and you asked the Divine Spirit, God, Jah, Jehovah, whatever you call your deity, you asked him for guidance. Nine of Swords. The reason why you asked for guidance was because you was going through some kind of despair and anxiety. You were constantly being triggered. You tried your best to be objective. But what you felt, what you understood in the end is that you had to allow the emotions to come out. You had to let that poison seep out of you. Okay, that's 2 9s. It speaks of things coming to fruition. Although they may not have come together the way that you wanted, it's not what you want, it's God's plan. One in Virgo energy, the Hermit energy, and how Capricorn feels about himself at this moment in time. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So we're seeing why you went into solitude. You was in a situation where there was no collaboration, no real teamwork. The financial situation was not good. It wasn't happy. Your finances was down. The person that you was dealing with made you feel less than, underqualified for your role in that situation or relationship. It could have been even been in a job. That's why you had to isolate yourself from that situation. You was dealing with a blessing blocker. We have the Page of Wands showing up, saying that was good news. That was good that you isolated yourself from that situation and set off with your own creative ideas. We saw the Queen of Wands flash her face just then. Okay. The Page of Wands tells me that you discovered things about yourself in your isolation, Capricorn. It also tells me that you are a free spirit and you have a newfound passion for life. You've put a lot of deep thought into who you are and where you're going right now in life. Because in the past, you was in a situation where you was always feeling less than. Yeah, continually overgiving, I would say, with the Cups energy. Ace of Cups. You was overgiving emotionally to a situation where you felt less than, where you were treated less than. You did not feel as though you could express your creativity. The Ace of Cups could also speak of a new residence. Oh One more on the Three of Pentacles in reverse. One more. I'll leave that where it fell. One more on the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Told you. You have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is telling me that all of that anxiety and those fears, the walking on eggshells, everything, you are now past that now with the Five of Cups in the reverse. It's telling me that you're recovering now from the sadness and loss, from moving away from a situation where you was treated as less than. You're coming out of the depression that you felt that was created from that situation, because you did not know who you was then, but you know who you are now. We don't have, what I noticed, that we don't have any swords on at the moment. So the situation that you was going through was through a lack of communication. Because it's a page that showed up first, so there was a lot of immature communication in the situation that you had to isolate yourself from, that you are now emotionally recovering from. Because you see that you still have your Two of Cups. You're still able to create a more loving environment, because this is the new you that's coming out. You see the Empress here? This is telling me that you are abundant right now, Capricorn. This could also mean the birth of a baby. You have two major arcana across from each other, the High Priestess and the Empress. But let me continue with what I'm saying. You have the Magician. This is air energy as well as Mercury energy. So this is telling me that as above, so below. You have all of the resources to recover from the situation, and you're bossing up and you're taking action to manifest what you need in your life. And your manifestations are intensifying. They're coming into the 3D now, Capricorn. What's going on? Did I just mix up all the cards? Sorry everybody, I know I'm taking up your time, but I don't like to start off my cards with reversals. If the universe should spin them, I'll say, okay baby, we're spinning, but I don't like to start it like that. Alright, with how you're seen by the outside world, you're seen as the High Priestess. This is moon energy. This is about your communication. So you're seen as being able to communicate your emotions, your feelings. It's almost like there's a spotlight on the High Priestess, the spotlight that shines down from the Hermit's star for stability. And that star is divine guidance, which is shining down on the High Priestess. So as I said, people are seeing you as more balanced now and living your truth. You are standing in your wisdom. They see you as wise. And at the ending of one cycle and beginning another. They do see you as dedicated to whatever it is that you have embarked on. Starting a new beginning, Capricorns. A new beginning that has emotional control. As we saw with the King of Cups here, stability. This is telling me that you're feeling more secure and in control of yourself. You've accomplished so much alone. Because in all of the top figures, it's all solitary figures we're seeing. Except for this one, where in the collaboration where you weren't being recognized. Your self-worth was tested in that situation. One more on how others see Capricorn. One more on how others are seeing Capricorn right now. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this tells us that people know that you've been through some kind of separation. This talks about a split up or divorce, and the person that you split up from was possibly a cheater, someone who was very wishy-washy. This person was emotionally manipulative, and they used to tell you some lies. Full-on lies. Yes. You believed it to be a spiritual union. There was a strong attraction with this person. You thought there was victory. There could have even been a union. There could have been a marriage. But that situation is now gone. One more on the Knight of Cups in reverse. I'll leave that right there. One more on the Knight of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups shows his face. The people are seeing you as more emotionally strong, as well as, I am also going to say that this is a coupling. The Empress with the King of Cups, because the Empress would not go for a knight or a page at this stage in their evolution. But this is also you bossing up, taking control, bettering yourself, because your hard work is starting to pay off. People are seeing you as showing true care and compassion and offering good advice, because you have the wisdom of your experiences now. Your finances, we have the Sun card in reverse. That's Leo energy. This speaks about you having a lack of confidence where your finances are concerned. Okay, we'll start from here. With the Sun card in reverse, it's telling me that Capricorns, you have to be careful of allowing negative thoughts to block your blessings. See, look what just popped out for you. The Sun card in the upright. Okay, the Sun card clarified. The reverse in your finances has been clarified. The Sun card in the upright. This is telling me that you have had spiritual growth. Okay. It speaks of fertility and abundance. This talks about your finances going to take a turn for the better, a swift turn for the better. Because as you saw, there's the reverse and upright fell on it. Has come out for it. So it's a swift turn of events. This speaks about your growth. And a change of perspective. Your self-esteem has gone up. It's going up because your earning potential has turned around significantly, or it will be during the month of March. This is where you're going to start seeing the points come down. The truth. Ace of Swords, told you. The King of Swords shows his face to tell me that you are going to cut out what no longer serves you. You're gathering all of your evidences to cut. You're gathering all of your evidences to cut out what no longer serves you financially, which is going to hold you back financially. You're letting go of all of those. It could be habits, people, places, things. Okay, right. So in your emotional blocks, we have the the Palace of Cups in reverse. This tells me that you feel you're feeling a little bit blocked spiritually because you feel as though your dreams are not being manifested. And it's also this union that's ended, this split up or break up. It seems as though you're still basing your successes on the situation from the past. You can't allow past behaviors of others to have you under containment. You look at that yellow and the orange. Yellow talks about your hope, and it talks of abundance, tangible abundance. The orange speaks about your passion and drive, your ambition. You're releasing that bond. You are releasing that bond. One more and the Two of Cups in reverse. Told you. The Emperor shows his face. This tells me that you're taking on a more leadership role. You are more wise to the situation with all of this covering of red. And you're moving towards your passion and drive. The Emperor is Aries energy. It's telling me that you found a more solid foundation, which is activating your drive, which it will and is removing that emotional block. Told you. You're tapping into your creativity with the Ace of Wands. You're inspired towards growth. Time for some action with the King of Wands. No time to sit around and be melancholy now, Capricorns. It's time to move on. In your expectations, we have the Devil. This is your element in the reverse. So this tells me that you're moving away from any narcissistic behavior, any codependency. You're facing your inner demons and your fears. And it's bringing good news into your life because you're facing all of your fears, which is making them into nothing because they are nothing. You're understanding that you can achieve anything right now, and you're tapping into your creativity with the Page of Wands. You're trying out new things, treading on new paths. And these new experiences are bringing an excitement in your future. You have a new passion for life. You are going through a transformation. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going through a transformation because previously you felt left out in the cold. You felt abandoned. Your money was unsure. You was with poverty-minded people, which brought on your loss of self-worth. One more in this Five of Pentacles. Go. We had the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is telling me you was coming from a situation where there was no true loyalty. No hard effort was put towards building up the foundation. But you cut that out. You gathered your information on that situation and you cut it out because it didn't serve you. But somebody's spying on you. They're doing an Inspector Gadget. They are watching you. Because you are looking confident right now, Capricorn. You're looking confident. You're acting on your acting on all of your plans profitably. might add. And you're extremely determined. And you should feel proud of your achievements, Capricorn, up till now. Because you did a 360. In that solitude, you came out badass. You came back badass. And you're keeping your wits about you. You are a natural born leader. And your determined focus and your bold courage is going to bring rewards. Because you still have 10 pentacles. You have 5 in the upright, 10 in the reverse. So that still leaves you with 10 pentacles. So you are forging ahead with this new beginning. You're moving away from conflict. You're leaving bad situations behind. Yes, you are moving on. You are feeling still a little bit of sadness and loss, but you have a calm future ahead of you. You regretfully leave that problem behind, but you had to leave it behind in order to grow. In order to come into the Capricorn, that you step into the Capricorn that you are right now, you had to leave that situation behind. It was an unhealthy relationship. This can also speak about a trip over water. The final outcome, we have the Empress. The Empress is earth energy as well as water and Venus. Venus is about beauty, love of the arts. It's about being more in nature, to ground yourself. This is about there being more abundance into your life. This is what the wheat symbolizes. The abundance that you have coming towards you, Capricorn. The trees and the water is about the peace that you've created around you and your connection with the feminine energy, with your male or female. It's telling you that this is the time for you to treat yourself to something significant. This is about you knowing your worth, Capricorn. You are the Empress. This could also be a pregnancy or birth of a child. You are the Empress. Your green cloak of harmony and peace, of grounding. Chariot shows up Cancer energy to say whatever endeavors that you are stepping into, you're stepping into it with determination and drive and confidence. You are using that inner guidance, that inner light that has been lit within you from the divine. Your focus now is on your self-discipline. A lot of you Capricorns are still celibate. And you turning that sexual energy around and using it as a driving force towards your working towards your abundance and grounding yourself. You've cleared your mind so that you now know what you want. It's one thing asking the divine for a wife or a husband, but you have to be specific. In Capricorns, by golly, you are being specific right now, down to the toenails. You're not ramping. Nothing but success. Another 7. 6 of Wands. This is telling me that I see success in your future. Public recognition. You could be doing something in the public eye. This is about achievement. Head and shoulders above others. Being adored. And somebody wants to return from the past. The bad news bear. But you're going to make a head over heart decision to cut that shiznit out. You're not allowing it to come back in, because you are making slow but steady progress. You're single right now, but you're looking good. You're able to maintain your abundance and you're standing your ground. because you have the wisdom of your experiences, and you are going through a transformation because you are the Empress. Can you see this? You are the Empress, Capricorn. You are the star. You are the star. Don't you ever forget that. Let me get some final advice from my FP Oracle cards, the ones that I designed myself. Okay. I didn't even get a chance to shuffle. You need to push through. Continue doing what you're doing. Whomever that is going to be trying to return from the past, that person is not into you, they're into your coin. They wanna come back around you, Capricorns, and you have on a blindfold still, be easily bent to their will. They want you clueless because they've been watching you. They've been watching you with their envious eyes, seeing your immersion back into the world, stronger than before, beautiful, abundant, stable. They're watching you. They're watching your transformation. Well, as I always say, not everybody can be the princess or the empress. Somebody's got to clap. Let the watchers clap. Look, all of my decks around me are showing me that you have turned your back. You've made the choice to remove yourself from a situation. Yeah. Final, make sure it's in the right way up. Final advice or message for my Capricorns for March 2020. Final message for my Capricorns. It's telling you that you're going to go the distance. Whatever you are striving to achieve, it's yours for the taking. A 4 and a 7 goes to 11, which goes down to a 1, which tells me that you have a new beginning. The 1 represents your passion and drive and the potential that you have within you, Capricorns. And that you're at the earliest stages. You are still in the fledgling stages of this new beginning, this new turnaround that you've done, this passionate new beginning. And you will be celebrating with friends and others because you're putting down the burden. You're moving towards a passionate new beginning. You're turning your back on toxicity. You have on your cap of wisdom. Okay? The cap was so nice you made it into a whole coat. You're going towards something that is more stable. See, planted in the concrete. You have the whole world in your hands, and you will see your ships come in because it's judgment, Libra energy. One more message for my Capricorns. One more message for my Capricorns. One more message for my Capricorns. I told you, you're moving towards your milk and honey. That leprechaun is at the end of the rainbow with your pot of gold. Continue to move forward, Capricorn. Continue to believe in yourself. Continue to dedicate yourself to what you know to be real and true. Because the universe is intensification. You can't be contained right now. Total emotional fulfillment is on its way for you, Capricorn. This is in love. This could be a new residence. Okay? This is about the overflowing of happiness and being abundant from the creativity that you're able to express, because you will be seen as the star. And what the Empress wants, the Empress gets. Okay then. That was the March 2020 read for Capricorn with me, Case, at Frequency Phoenix 555. Please subscribe so we can get into the 1,000, so that we can have live interaction. Okay? Thumbs up my video and share this with anybody that you feel may need to hear this message. And if you require a personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. Namaste from the ashes, baby.